Hey, Kelly Staggs here, American Irrigator. Trying to make you a better irrigator. Consider subscribing, that way you don't miss any tips. Today in this video I'm going to show you another way that you can use Teflon tape. And what I mean is another way to install it, another way to apply it, however you want to say it. But I've done another video of how I usually use and apply Teflon tape. But I've learned a new way since I did that video, and it was from a comment from a guy had mentioned it, and it reminded me that I've seen people apply Teflon tape this way that I'm going to show you today. So let me show you something. Now I like to use Teflon tape on my threaded fittings, and what we're doing today is we've got some Rainbird 1.5 PGA valves that we're going to install. And so I'll take my threaded, this is just a threaded male adapter, 1.5 inch, and then I'll apply the Teflon tape to the threads, and then I'll thread it onto this valve. And this is, whoops, this will get a male adapter on each side. Pretty simple. So the way I used to do it, and it's still a good way to do it, so it's really kind of whatever fits you, but I would take the Teflon tape and I'd put my thumb in it, and then I'd kind of pull it off the top, and I'd kind of grab it with these two fingers here, put it down, and I'd hold it with my thumb there and go around. But see, I'm pulling it off the top this way. But you can actually see what happens. Unless you hold that, it's hard to get it tight, and then it just kind of pulls off like that. Kind of got to try different things to keep it tight, because you want that Teflon tape on there, and you want to go clockwise. The way you're going to tighten, that's the way you want to apply the Teflon tape. But I had a guy make a comment on that video, and he mentioned another way to do it. And I've seen other guys do it this way, but then it just kind of clicked with me, and so I've been trying it. I've been trying it for about 2 months now, and it was actually kind of hard to change the way I was doing it. But now I've kind of got it a little bit figured out, so I wanted to do a video for you just to show you this other way to do it as well. So now what I'm going to do, I tried doing it with my thumb in there this way. It didn't work very good. So I take my first finger, my index finger, put it through the hole, and then I can grab that Teflon tape just a little bit. But the difference is now I'm coming off the bottom and I'm not coming off the top. So let me show you what it looks like. So I'll take my male adapter and I'll put it on there. Let me see if I can turn to see it. And I'll hold it with my other thumb right there. But see, now when I go around, I'm pulling against, it's pulling against itself. So it actually holds it tight. And once you kind of pass that first spot where you're holding it with your thumb, then you can let go and go around this way. And see, now it's coming off the bottom and not the top. So I'm actually holding it tight against itself. And then you can just go around like that. See how easy that is? And then you can just grab it right there and now it's clockwise, it's going the right direction, and it's tight on there. So, I mean, it's real simple to thread on. And I'm going to tighten this just a little bit more probably, but man, that's a good use of Teflon. It's applied correctly, and it's actually going to help seal this valve off so it won't be leaking. So let's do another one, and then I'm going to tell you 2 of the things that I like about doing it this way instead of the other way I used to do it. So I'm going to put my finger through there, pull a little bit off, coming off the bottom, and I hold it on there, and then just start wrapping it. And you can kind of go a little bit fast, but you're going to get better and better at it. And then just hold it where you can break it off just really nice and easy like that. And sometimes I kind of go around it and make sure it's on there good. Now there's 2 things that I like about doing it this way instead of the other way I used to do it. One of the things is when you're applying this Teflon and you're going this way, you're holding it against itself, and it allows you to get it on there good and tight. And that's really what you want. And you don't want it to be loose. The other way, when I was showing you, it kind of pulled it off, so you don't want that. And so this way it's getting on there really tight, and it's going to be a good application of this Teflon. So that's one thing, to get it on there tight, and it's easier to get it tight going off the bottom this way than it is doing it the other way. So that's one of the things I love about it. The other thing I like doing it, why I like doing it this way, and I love about this, is when it comes time to just break this off, I can put my finger here, and then I put my thumb kind of right there, and I pull it off. But you can see, let me pull this up, pull that up. It actually gives me a good, clean break right there. What happens with me a lot of times when I do it the other way, and I'm going to do one this way to show you. So the way I used to do it, I'm coming off the top, and I'm pulling it tight, but it's harder to keep it that way. And then, you know, I would put my thumb right here, but see, I'm actually doing it this way. It actually stretches it. Look at that there. It's not a clean break. So what ends up happening when it's not a clean tear or break there, sometimes you'll get a little spot that doesn't break off good, and then you go put it on again, and it actually is tearing it off and leaving some on there. And it is very frustrating as you keep on going, and it keeps getting skinnier and skinnier and skinnier, and then there's a lot left on there, and it's really useless. It's hard to get that off, and it's like a thin piece. You really can't use it anyway. When you do it this other way, and I've been doing this for a couple months this way now, changing the way I did it because I think this way is a little bit better. When you do it this way and you're coming off the bottom, I can keep it good and tight, evenly tight, and when I get ready to tear it, it actually is a smaller spot that's not stretching as much. It breaks off easier and it breaks off cleaner. Since I've been doing it this way, I haven't had the frustrations and I haven't had the mess of this giving me a little strip, stretching it so much it gives me a little strip and it messes it up. So, and that's the other way, the other reason I like doing it this way. When you're ready to use some Teflon tape or ready to install some valves and you want to put a male adapter on the valve, Teflon tape's a good thing to use. I like using it. I've used it forever, and I have really good luck doing it that way. Some guys like to use some pipe dope and different things. Different strokes for different folks. I like to use the Teflon, and really this is a good way to do it. So watch the video again and see if you can get down doing it this way. And then I'm going to shoot the video up here that I did before, and you can see the way I did it that way too. So kind of pick which way you like to do and which way fits you better. Both are good ways, but I will have to say, since I've been doing it this way, I like this way better. Check out one of our other videos when it comes to installing valves, different valve installation tips, and other irrigation installation tips. Have a good day.